Hello, hello. Welcome back to Wurm Unlimited. Since we have the rowboat made, and it looks like it has drifted just a little bit, hopefully it won't go too far, uh, I think it's time to figure out how the new fishing mechanics work. So what we are, I don't have any supplies for it or anything. Let's see how the tutorial goes first. I've got it up. So let's watch the intro, or read the intro. In this tutorial, you will learn about the different kinds of fishing in Wurm, what you need and how to do it, what you can expect to catch. Alright, hopefully it's going to be clear because I have no idea on fishing. There are currently three main types of fishing you can find in Wurm: net fishing, spear fishing, and rod pole fishing. Each have their own set of items and actions involved and may catch you different kinds of fish. Alright. The first stage of fishing is deciding what you want to catch. Your chance of catching each fish type can change based on time of day, where you are fishing, depth of the water, float, bait, and fishing rod types. Aligning all of these to the fish you want will give you a much better chance of catching a good quality fish. I understand the rod fishing is really difficult. The net fishing is probably the easiest, the spear fishing, and then the rod fishing. So we're going to find out. As an example, your best chance of catching pike is on a lake in the evening or night with water up to 10 milliliters deep, using a basic or fine rod with moss for a float and flies as bait. No idea how to make those. You will still be able to catch pike if you do not meet all of the above conditions, but you may come across the item less often and have a lower chance to reel them in when you find them. Full info about all fish types and chance indicators can be found on the Wurmpedia. I've looked at the Wurmpedia, still no idea. Alright, net fishing. Net fishing can be done in shallow waters using a fishing net. It's a good way to catch small fish, including those used as bait in rod pole fishing like roaches and minnows. Now that's good to know. To start net fishing, simply activate your fishing net and choose the fish action on a shallow water tile. You will start catching fish in your net, which will need to be emptied before starting your next net fishing action. So net fishing, like I said, seems very simple. And that we're going to try to do all of these and see which one we like. Now, spear fishing. Spearfishing is also an action completed in shallow waters using either a spear or a long spear, and can be used to catch small fish as well as odd larger fish. Activate a spear and choose the fish action on a shallow water like to start spearfishing. Water tile to start spearfishing. I'm trying to look through bifocals up at this. A target reticule will appear in your mouse position, and you can be used to line up your spear with a fish swims past. Wait for the fish to get close to you, then left click on it to throw your spear at it and catch it. Okay. And they're showing a little picture there of how it works. So if a fish swims by, you kind of hover it over and use your spear on it. Okay. A little bit harder than the net fishing, looks like. Now we get into the difficult. Yeah, difficult part of it. Pole rod fishing. Pole and rod fishing is slightly more involved, than net and spear fishing, and will require a few more items to get going for the fish you want to catch. For pole fishing, that's the simplest part of the fishing. Besides, it comes after the spear, I guess you could say. You will need a fishing pole, fishing line, fishing hook, and a float, and optional bait. You don't have to use bait with a pole, but it looks like it might help. For rod fishing, you will need all of that as well as a fishing reel. Whether you want to be pole fishing or rod fishing will depend on the fish you want to catch, and there is no one-fits-all solution that all fish will like. Using the wrong equipment when seeking out some fish will make catching them become much more difficult than using the correct equipment. Check the Wurmpedia for equipment that you're going to need to fish you want to catch. The problem with the new fishing mechanic mainly is the person who was doing the coding for it and getting it ready to put into the game, died in the middle of what she was doing. So it was never really completed fully. So it doesn't work as well as it should. That's what I have read on the forums. If she or he, if the person doing this had lived and managed to get it completed and put up the way it should have been, then it would have been more polished. It would have been easier to understand, easier to do. It would have been the bugs worked out of it and all of that. But unfortunately, the people who came after her had no idea on the coding or didn't know how to do it or whatever. So they just basically put it up like it was. So, it's not a very good mechanic. But I guess we will find out. Okay, pole rod fishing again. Once you have the items necessary for the fish you want to catch, insert them into the indicated empty slots to build up your pole or rod. A completed pole or rod should have all non-optional empty slots filled. So it's showing, the different materials we need, Okay. Keeping an eye on the damage of these items during fishing is important, as long battles with fish can cause items to take enough damage to break, which may destroy all internal items of the part that broke. So if your pole breaks, you may lose everything you have inside it. Your hook, your line, your reel, depending on what kind of pole or rod you're using. Whatever you have inserted in the slots may be damaged or actually broken, and you'll have to start over. With your rod or pole active, you can select the fish action on a water tile or a boat you are embarked on, which will start the fishing action. A target reticule will appear at your mouse position for you to select where you cast your line. Left click to cast your line, or right click to cancel the action. And there it's showing it. Left click. Okay. Once casted, you'll need to wait for a fish to come along and nibble on your line. When a fish nibbles on your line, you'll see the float dip in the water and your rod will twitch. Left click anywhere on the screen to hook the fish and start reeling it in. And it's showing an example. He's got it hooked. This will begin a battle between you and the fish where you'll either reel the fish in slightly or it will manage to pull slightly away from you. The winner of the battle will depend on your fishing skill and the equipment you're using to catch the fish. Okay. Here we go. If successful, you will catch the fish and it will be put into your inventory. Otherwise, it may jump the hook and get away. All right. Final tips. Get this over here where I can see it. As well as the method of equipment, time, and location preferences, each fish type has a base difficulty that may need a higher fishing skill to reliably catch. So your fishing skill is very important in this. Using the lure action on a boat or water tile with a pole, rod, spear, net active may give you some extra information on what you are likely to catch at that time and location with the active item. Creating and carrying a supplied tackle box will allow for automatic restocking of bait, floats, and hooks when they become useless from too much damage due to fishing. So you can make a tackle box to carry extra fishing supplies just like you would in real life. No matter where you are fishing, you will have a small chance of catching clams, which may contain some special items when opened with a knife. So we're going to have to look out for clams, see what that is. Okay. And that looks like that's all of the fishing tutorial. Did it help? Maybe. Not sure. But anyway, I guess I need to go ahead and just spawn in some items. First we're going to need a fishing net. So let me spawn in a net. For a fishing net, I'm not sure what you need. Let's go over here to crafting and see if it'll tell us. fishing net. Okay. It's under skill is cloth tailoring. You need a string of cloth and I guess 2 strings of cloth. Then you're going to need rope and a shaft. Okay. So let's get some strings of cloth, a rope, and a shaft. I may have some shafts. Let's see here. Where is my inventory? Get that up there. Get my ebony wand. I know I don't have any strings of cloth. So let's go ahead and get some of that in. Get down to S. Thank goodness these are in alphabetical order. Okay, string. Of course, S has a lot of items in it. There, we're getting down there. String of cloth. There it is. Well, that took a while. And we'll just do standard on that. I'm going to get about 10 of them, I think. And of course I'm going to it'll have to be quality 99. If I'm spawning stuff in, I'm going to spawn them in high quality. Okay. I'm going to need, let's get some rope and shafts. The only rope I have is, well, I've got one rope, but I use those on the horses. So let's go up and get a rope. Rope. Let's get 5 of those. Since I'm doing it, I can always store them. Okay. And I think I have some shafts. I don't think I have any. Where's that box? I don't think I have any in here, do I? No. But I think I have some in my other, if I can see to get over there. All these windows in the way. That's better. At least I can see a little bit. Let's go over here and look. In this box, I should have some shafts. Open. Beams, tar. No, I don't. Okay. Nothing. I don't think I have any here. Why? No, that's empty. Okay, well, here we go again. Let's create again. Come on. back up there. Shaft. Okay. And I am going to make that, since I think it's a tool, I'm not sure, but I am going to, let's use oak. And let's get about 10 of those. And my 99 quality. Okay, that should be what we need to make a string. So, I need 2 strings of cloth. Let's take one, let's drag it over here. And drag another one over. Fishing net. Create. Did we get a fishing net? Unfinished fishing net. So let's put that in there. Now we need 1 rope and 1 shaft. Where's my rope? There's my rope. Okay. Let's drag a rope over there. And now let's drag a shaft. Okay, now we should have a fishing net. Let's go try it out. Let's go down here. It's activated. All right. And fish. You can't swim and fish at the same time. All right. Fine. Fine. I want to fish and swim at the same time. Well, let's go over here. Try it again. Fish. See the net come out? You throw out the net and start slowly pulling it in, hoping to catch some small fish. And you see the bar running across the bottom there. You catch a perch in a fishing net, and it's still going. I catch a sardine, and it's still going. See what else we can catch. Okay, and I catch another perch. So I caught 2 perches and a sardine. And it says you finished pulling in the net. So now you see a plus sign beside the fishing net. I have 2 perches and 2 sardines. I can use the perch for bait. I think is what it said with the pole. So we're good there. Alright. Now, spear fishing. Let's try that. All we need there is just a spear. So, back to the handy dandy wand. And specials, create. And let's go down to S again. Spear. I don't Let's go with an iron spear. Yeah. No, that's a spear tip. I don't want a spear tip. I want a spear. Spear steel, spear tip. Well, looks like the only thing I can get is a steel. Okay, spear steel. Standard 1. Because that can be used as a weapon too, so I might as well get a good one. Alright, let's try it. Let's go down here. Fish. Let's see a... Come on, give me a fish. I get in the water and it goes away. Now, there we go. Nothing over here. Can I swim and spear at the same time? No. Alright, alright, alright. Fine. But I don't see any fish out here. See if a fish comes by. Anything? Come on. Oh. Okay. You stand still to wait for a passing fish. Are they like buses? Have to wait till one comes by. This may take a while. And I think this time, there's a fish. Come on in. Come visit us. I think this time I'm actually going to have to use the spear. They're not going to jump on my spear. I think I'm actually going to have to spear it. I can see fish swimming. Come on. Come on. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. I think if I had deeper water, it might be easier. But this water is really shallow. I can't get out too far without swimming, so... The catfish swims off. I didn't see a catfish. I think it's under the ground. I can't see it. I've canceled my spearfishing. Let's find another place. Let's go up here on the dock. See if I can fish off the dock. That's what I made this dock for. Let's see if I can fish. it out there where I can kind of see it. I can see something swimming out there. Well, I still don't see any fish. And I haven't had anything swim over by my target, or reticule as they say. Well, don't look like this is going to work either. I'm not getting anything over here. Well, there's one. There's one. Come on. Oh, man. Come on, come on, come on. Get in here. No. Brook trout swims off. I tried. Here comes another one. I see it. I see it. Come on. Come on, get in here. Get close. Come on. Anything. Anything. I don't like the spear fishing. Net fishing isn't too bad. Spear fishing, I'm not thrilled with it. Time's just about up. Anything. I would like to catch one fish. No, it's not going to give me anything. And time is basically up. Fishing, finishing. Spear, nothing. Alright. So, that is spearfishing. I'm not impressed. One more. Let's get a pole made. Crafting. Let's try fishing pole. Fishing pole. Okay, I need carving knife and a shaft. Then I need a knife. Okay, carving knife and a shaft. Okay, so let's get my carving knife in there, and let's grab a shaft, dump it in there, and fletching, shipbuilding tools, fishing pole. Alright, just create that. Fishing pole, what do I need for the rest of it? Okay, I guess we've got a fishing pole. Alright. Okay, then now we've got we've got a line slot. So let's get a fishing line. And remember, you need a fishing line. Fishing line, not just a string. Okay. Okay, there we go. Fishing pole, rod rack, trophy, net, I don't even see a fishing line. Okay, what do I need to make a fishing line? This may end up being 2 episodes. Okay, basic fishing line. Alright. Starting items. You need a hand and you need a string of cloth. Alright. Let's grab a string of cloth. Drop that, drop the shaft, grab a string of cloth, put it in there, and over here is where you use your hand. It's right up here at the top next to the first box. You just click on your hand, and that means you're using your hand as a tool. Basic fishing line. Create. Alright, so I want to activate my fishing pole, I guess, and can I just drag that up on my pole? Okay, now I've got the pole and the fishing line is included in the pole. Alright, now the fishing line has 2 slots. I'm going to need a hook. So let's see what a fishing hook takes. And I think it's just a carving knife and a shaft. I think. Let's get a fishing hook. Metal, I don't want metal, I want just a wooden fishing hook. We're just trying it out. Okay, I need a carving knife and a log. Okay, let's take my hand off of there. Drop. Okay, so I'm going to need a carving knife. Where's my carving knife? Why you have to use a whole log? Alright, let's get a log. Go down to L. Log. Let's make that out of cedar wood. Probably not the right thing, but that's okay. Alright. Let's grab a log, dump it over here. Wooden fishing hook. Alright. Whole log to create one of those. Wow. Alright. And the fishing hook has a spot. Can I add that to my fishing line? Or do I need to add? Okay, I need to add that. Okay, I had to add that to my fishing line, yeah. So you add, for your pole, you add your fishing pole to your fishing line, or your fishing line to your fishing pole in a slot. Then you add your fishing hook in the slot on the fishing line. All right. Now I guess we need a float. We'll check. Fishing float. And, well, don't know. There's all kinds of fishing lines and fishing reels. Can I bring this out a little bit so I can, all right, that makes it easier. Okay, hooks, reels, nets, poles, rows, lines, hooks, and a fishing rack. All right, let's see if we can find a fishing float. Go down to F. Or can I even put, okay, that has a bait slot. And that has a float slot. Okay. But I don't see anything under float, so let's look under fishing. Fish, net, pole, rod, trophy, fly. I guess that I am going to have to look up on Wurmpedia. See if I just put in float. F-L-O-A-T. Floating. But that's stone. Bridges. Yeah, that's just bridges basically. Okay. Fishing line float? I don't know. No. Is there anything under fishing line? Fishing line float? No. Huh. Well, I guess I'm going to just have to look that up for the next episode. Oh well. We've got to start on a poll anyway. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to hear this old Biddy blather on some more, trying to figure out how to do this new stuff, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment if you know how to do it. I'd appreciate the help. I am going to look it up on Wurmpedia. Maybe it will be clear on how to build a float. And I know it's not much. I think it's just moss. But, you know, I'm not sure. When I wrote it down, went through the ingredients I needed, I wrote down float. So it may just be some moss. But anyway, we will get that done in the next video. I want everyone to have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.